Hello guys, I'm Colm, I'm back. We're here today. I'm joined by Tom and Josh. Unfortunately Mikey's not here. Reasons cannot say. But we're here, part 7 of the Premier League preview. Today Southampton and Stoke City will be getting discussed by us. Southampton this season have made a few good signings. Being Jordi Clasie from Feyenoord for 8.4 million. Juan Mi from Malaga for 4.9. Cedric Suarez from Sporting Lisbon for 4.5. Stephen Cocker on loan, I think plus a fee. I don't know what the fee is yet. Cuco Martina from FC20 for 1.05 million, and Martin Stekelenburg from Fulham on loan. Thoughts on Southampton's window so far?
I think it's been really good. They needed some, with the outgoings of Klein, Schneiderlin, they needed players to fill those roles, so you got Jordi Clasie, who's a class player, such a class player really. He was so good, he's been so good for Feyenoord, really consistent, and I'm surprised he hasn't taken this long for him to move to a Premier League. He was very impressive in the World Cup whenever he played for the Netherlands, and obviously Ronald Koeman has worked with him before, so it was a perfect fit for Jordi to come to a Premier League. And with Cedric too, with losing Klein, Cedric's exactly the same, or I wouldn't say exactly the same player, but he's very attacking at fullback, and the games I've seen him play, he's looked very good, very good.
Yeah, he looks solid, and he looks like the perfect replacement for the Nathaniel Klein, who has been there a number of years, and I'm sure the Southampton fans gave him a very, very good send off, because
they're good lot of fans down there, so yeah, they know a good player when it comes to.
Also they've signed another attacking midfielder since I think they've let Dani Osvaldo go on a free.
Yeah, that didn't really work at all. I don't think. When he signed for Southampton, I was like, this isn't going to work at all.
He didn't really find his play. He was all right at the first half of the season, then he just kind of, it's just not really worked out for him the way that Southampton and him wanted it to.
Yeah, because Pochettino, when obviously Osvaldo signed when Pochettino was in charge, and he always likes his team to press high, and Osvaldo doesn't have the work rate to do that. So it was never a good fit when they signed him. So I'm not surprised that it ended pretty badly with him going on a free.
I think bringing Juan Mi in from Malaga, who he had a good season last season in Spain, and bringing him to the Premier League, it could be a good move, or it could be a bad move. It could go either way. But I think he will be playing. He could be playing up front, or he could be on the wing. It depends what formation they go with.
Yeah, well, he can play in the number 10 position too, so he's a very flexible player. But with Southampton's scouting network, it seems like it's extremely good. But whoever they've brought in has really hit the ground running. So I think Southampton fans are very happy with the scouting network, clearly, at the moment, and they have full faith in the scouts. So I'm sure Wami will, whenever he comes and whenever he plays, I'm sure he'll perform very well for them.
On to we'll go kind of back the way from the strikers onto the defence. Martin Stekelenburg brought in from Fulham because am I right in saying that Fraser Forster is still injured?
Yeah, Forster's still injured.
Yeah, well, he's obviously been brought in just to kind of cover for that in that goalkeeper position for the start of the season, because they're not obviously comfortable with Kelvin Davis playing half a season, because although he did alright, he made a few mistakes while he was covering for him at the end of the season. So yeah, I think it was necessary for them to kind of have someone like Stekelenburg at the back that can do a good enough of a job to keep them in the sort of places that they want and not lose them too many points.
Yeah, I think they need Well, they finished very, very high last season, and I don't think anyone expected it. Not even the, you know, Southampton fans who support the club very well. I don't think they expected them to finish as high as they did. And I think this season they might try and build on it, but they need a very, very strong back line. And they need to keep Victor Wanyama fit after Schneiderlin has left.
Yeah, I mean, they'll be hoping to... You know, I think they'll be extremely pleased if they can do just what they did last season again, really. They probably won't be looking to necessarily improve on that position because they came 7th, and it's going to be ridiculously hard to improve upon that this season. So I think they should be happy with getting 7th again, and that's really what they'll be aiming for in the following season.
Yeah.
And they'll be relying on those players like Wanyama, Sadio Mane to kind of put in the performances they did last season.
I think with them getting into, they are now in the Europa League group stages. I think are they in the qualifying rounds now?
Oh, I'm the last qualifying.
Yeah, because they beat
3-0.
Yeah, they beat Vitesse 3-0 last
Yeah, that was a
week.
good win.
Yeah, I've seen some of the goals on Snapchat. Yeah, I think them in Europa League bring, like, it's given a good name to the English game as well, because 4 seasons ago they were in the Championship, and they were 5 seasons ago they were nearly out of business. Which from then they have came a very long way, and they are in some good hands. The chairman knows what he's doing, and he loves the club. And also Ronald Koeman is one of the most experienced and one of the best managers in that league. He's very underrated as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we should go on to our predictions right now.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Right, moving on to the predictions for the league table. Josh, I'll go to you first. A little change from you going to Tom. Where do you see Southampton finishing this season?
I've got 8th. So I think they'll drop down one position because, yes, their summer transfer window's done well, but I feel like some other teams have strengthened a bit.
I think they need one more centre midfielder because, like, they sold Jack Cock, I'm sure.
Yes.
In January and he was a very, very good player for them as well.
Yeah.
And now they've sold Schneiderlin, Wanyama and Classy in the middle. It's not a top 5 midfield. They need one more really strong player who can not boss it but do what Schneiderlin done.
Yeah.
And I think Pelé next season is leading the line, who had a very good season. Moving on, Tom, where do you see Southampton finishing this season?
I've also got them 8th. I think, you know, they did incredibly well last season. I think they probably, as Josh said, dropped down a place, which will still be, I think, a really good season for them. But yeah, 8th seems the most likely.
Yeah, I have 7th. I think they're going to stay. Not to say the same. I think they're going to improve, but not improve massively. I think they're going to get maybe 5-10 more points this season, but it probably won't be enough. We'll say 8th then, because it's kind of majority thing.
Yeah, we'll put them 8th in our Barclays Premier League prediction table.
Moving. And swiftly changing subject to more up the way in England, to Stoke City, who have made a lot of transfers this season so far. Firstly, Joselu from Hanover for 5.6 million. Philip Woolshed
Wilshide.
Bayer Leverkusen for 2.66. He was there. Was that the one that was on loan last season? Yeah. Jakob Haugard from FC Midtjylland for 420k. Marco van Ginkel on loan. Ibrahim Afellay, Moha, Shea Given and Glenn Johnson all joined on free transfers this season. Well, so far there's still ages to go. Still nearly a full month, and also Mark Hughes, who last season guided Stoke very, very high up the table and surprised a lot of people.
Yeah, they did. They certainly did with just the style. Really, they're really getting to some lovely football, which is about 3 or 4 years ago under Tony Pulis. So Stoke fans were dreaming of playing some tiki-taka, but at the moment they're playing some lovely football, and with the signings that they've made, I've been so impressed with their recruitment at the moment. Afellai's a terrific signing. Bojan and Affellay for Britannia, great stuff. And Marco van Hinkel, I think this will be a massive season for him, because I think if he does well on loan, then hopefully he'll be able to get into the Chelsea's first team in the next season, because he's a really good player. He was very unlucky to get serious injury when he joined Chelsea last summer, which hindered him for the season. So he's got his chance to play first team football in the Premier League. So I hope he grasps it.
I think with them finishing ninth, but beating Liverpool 6-1 on the last day of the season, with the squad that they have, I think they need to do better this season.
Yeah,
I think they will do better.
Yeah, I
well,
think
last season, last season was their highest ever. It was the most points they've ever had in a Premier League season, and it was the highest Premier League finish as well. And I think they're gonna beat that again, because they're just improving. Last season, every game they were looking better and better towards the end of the season. So I think there's a lot of pressure on them.
Spending the right money as well.
Yeah.
Because Yosselu, I doubt they'll play two up front, because Mark Hughes likes it compact in the middle.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to leave them open and prone to, counter attack. But I think he will probably start from the bench, because Mami Beram Diouf is probably better than him, and Diouf has proven himself in the Premier League, and Yosselu hasn't. But I think he'll get his chance. Woolshade has been there. I think he probably will partner Shawcross for most of the season. You've touched on Affellay. Shea Given in goal since Begovic left. I think that's a good signing on a free especially.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I presume they'll go with Butland for the number one, and Shea Given to be back up.
Yeah, like Shea Given in the cup games or something.
Yeah, just because of Butland's age, and he needs first team football if he wants to really, enhance his footballing career and try and get in the England squad.
I was just about to say that. I was like, if Butland becomes number one this season, I think he will probably be getting a full England call-up during the season when the qualifiers are on. I just couldn't get it though.
Yeah, it's intriguing for me for three S's. Swansea, Southampton and Stoke. It's so hard to I've got them so close in the table. I would say I want to put Southampton higher, but I don't think at the moment we've got a gap between seventh. We've got 7 and 9 available for Stoke and Swansea. That's for me. Yeah. And I want to put Stoke higher than 9th, but I cannot see them getting 7th.
No,
so it's a bit like. So that's why I just to skip ahead of my prediction. I think Stoke will finish 9th. Just because of that, I don't think they'll finish 7th.
Yeah, well, last season Jeff Cameron had a very, very good season at right back. Even though for the USA he plays centre midfield or centre back, he's a very versatile player, Jeff Cameron, and I think he'll probably get a start ahead of Glenn Johnson. But I think because where Glenn Johnson's came from, it might get him a spot in the team.
Yeah,
it's just my opinion, really.
Yeah, Mark City's good.
But that attack force is getting a whole lot better, and they could with the right signings in the next maybe 2 seasons, they could be up there challenging for top 6, because Affellay, Bojan, Arnautovic, Diouf, Hosselu, Peter Crouch, Jonathan Walters. It is a very good attack line, and Jonathan Walters is starting to pick himself up.
Yeah, I just feel like the only problem for Stoke is that will the players because obviously the pressure of the expectations at Stoke will be much higher now.
Yeah.
So like Tom said, they got their highest points total, highest position in the Premier League in their history. So now it's all about Mark Hughes managing that expectation. If they do start poorly, what do the board do? Do they sack him? Or do they give him time?
I can't see them. I can't see them starting badly though. I can see them. I can see them starting kind of nervy first 6 games, maybe
That's the
maybe
thing.
a few
Like,
points, but
it could get to them, and the fans will expect more. That's the only negative I can see in Stoke's season.
I think it would be a huge loss if, you know, for Stoke, if they managed to, you know, if they didn't start so well and they did sack Mark Hughes, but obviously that expectation is there, and if it will be in the back of their minds, you know, how long can they go before they start doubting if they can reproduce. I mean, the season, to be fair to them, you know, their best performances definitely came in the second half of the season, so perhaps it could start them a little while for them to start off again, and get back to that form. But we'll have to see if Mark Hughes, you know, I think it would be stupid to sack him. It's too early on, but I think if he gets to halfway through the season and they're still not doing too well, it will certainly be a question being asked: should they try and get someone else in to kind of get back to the form they had last season?
yeah.
Oh, just looking at just looking at their fixtures. They've got their first 5 games. They have to play Arsenal, Tottenham, and Liverpool. I
think the Liverpool game on the first game of the season is big for both clubs. Liverpool want to get one back, but one over on Stoke after last season's demoralising defeat, and Stoke want to rub salt into the wound. I can see Liverpool winning that game, but I can also see Stoke winning.
Yeah, it definitely could go either way on that day.
Yeah, it's just what team wants it more, and what the signings will obviously impact the game.
Yeah,
because both teams have strengthened in every aspect.
And then
Sorry.
And they go to Tottenham away, which is White Hart Lane's never an easy place to go. They got to go to Carrow Road. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
But they do have West Brom at home in the 4th game.
I think they are the first 5 games. They will be looking at 9 points. Maybe 7.
I think they would take 6.
I can't see them beating Arsenal, and I can see them snatching a draw at White Hart Lane.
Yeah, but it's all hypothetical, I guess. But it's not an easy start, especially playing 3 of the big 6.
Yeah, it's time will tell. We'll see if they do any more business in the next 26 days. But moving on, we have heard Josh's prediction of 9th for Stoke. Tom, where did you place them?
Yeah, I'm going to put them, because I kind of thought they were going to come 8th or 9th. Yeah, so I think 9th in our prediction table is where they're most likely to end up.
I've got them on 8th, but you know, we'll just go 9th because I have Everton there.
Or Southampton are 8th already, so
yeah, I suppose I can't do that.
So we have to put them 9th.
So that 9th place is took by Stoke on a prediction table. They are gonna, the boys here think that they're just gonna kind of stay the same, but they're gonna get more points next season. They're gonna improve. But that has been it. That is it for Switch to Play this week. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. It's at Switch to Play UYT. No spot there. And also don't forget to join the Fantasy League. It's still there. It's I think it's Switch to Play League or something like that.
Yeah, the codes will be on the screen.
Yeah, the code will be on the screen now. And oh yeah, follow our Twitch, which we are gonna try and be doing some streams during the season, but because of 3 of us having season tickets, it's going to be quite hard. But we will work around that, and we will do it for the viewers. And it's at Switch to Play Podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've not been here for a while. I forgot.
We're also going to be streaming on Friday the 7th when the first Championship game is being played between Nottingham Forest and
Brighton. Yeah, Brighton at home. Come on, Brighton.
Amex.
That is it for Switch to Play. It's a bye from Tom.
Goodbye.
It's a bye from Josh.
Goodbye.
And it's a bye from me. Bye, guys.
Dun 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 dun.
What an episode.